very short break. Maybe even shorter than you think. We're back. Taka is here on the screen with me. We're gonna solve the case. Go to the save data I made. Continue from where I left off. Let's go. We're going in, boys. Friends!
You!
Oh. I'm sorry, I had to go have dinner. I wanted to take a little break from the game before coming back to do the class trial. Why are you so fixated on me being the murderer?
Listen to me!
Yeah, save it for the class trial. And we can reveal all the details of my crime. Wait, not my crime. I thought you were on my side. I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then who is the killer? I think we established this last time, kid. Is it really one of us? Yes.
Is everyone here? Okay then, please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided.
Yay!
I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Okay. Dr. Bush, I didn't do it. Alright, good. You're leading that way. What do you think, Hina?
What the heck?
I don't know. What do you think, Yuri? Let's get started. What are your thoughts, Leon?
You know what I mean.
I did my job. Rest of you can find out. What do you think, Small?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Don't know. I'm sorry, Small. You're too pure for this world. Can I just leave?
Well then.
I don't want to talk
Yes,
to anyone. I
indeed.
talked to all the important people.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, I'm scared of the clear.
Makoto.
It's up to you to uncover the mysteries surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. What? I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. If I encounter, I swear I find out who the real killer is. Trembling with anticipation. My heart started racing faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the door was closed and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clanking sounds towards the school's basement. I wonder this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes.
Oh.
Rather than that is not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment. Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Ew. Finally arrived. Courtroom looks like a circle. Not really.
Shit.
I agree with Iwata on this one.
Well now.
Sit down. Do we have chairs? Oh, I'm right by the... Ooh, Taka's right in between the dead girls. There aren't seats. They're little pedestals we're standing by. So the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. Deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial! Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Save the game. Alright, what do we got? So we have all this evidence. Cause of death, 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in my room in the dormitory. Took place in the bathroom. The cause of this is a stab wound to the admin. Her right wrist appears to be fractured. There are scratches and gouges on the bed and walls of my room. I took it from the gym and put it in my room. The sword was found out of its sheath in the middle of the room. There it's missing some of the gold coating, which is part of the blade. Took this from the gym and put it in the room. The sheath was found some distance from the sword, shows big scratch on the sharp object. If you're going to attack someone with a sword, you most certainly remove the sheath first. Okay. Near the murder, we traded rooms. The victim was discovered in my room. He was also found in my room. Dyke originally asked Makoto to switch with her when someone attempted to force her way into their room, but she became frightened. The toolkit. All the other male students claim to not have used theirs. Not a single hair was found because I'm so cleanly. Her wrist had been broken. She's got glittery stuff on it. Broken wrist. Hands appear to be completely clean except for the index finger of her left hand, which is the dying message that clearly points out who the killer is. My bathroom door is broken. Because the door frame sucks, but somebody broke the doorknob, so it could have been us. Nameplates were switched, unannounced to me. The kitchen knives are missing. The kitchen knife went missing while Aoi was still in the dining hall. She swears that I did not come to the dining hall at any point when she was there. Good. Trash room can only be opened with a gate and key. Incinerator was activated via a switch on the machine. Fumi was on clean duty. Cleans the last time Incinerator was off. However, when we checked, it was on. The distance from the gate to the incinerator is roughly 30 feet. Burnt piece of clothing. It's part of a cloth. There's blood stain on it. And shards of glass next to the incinerator. The glass ball which was comfortably in a part of the hand. Yasuhiro left it in the laundry room on accident so anyone could have taken it. Alright. What skills can I have? Increase damage to opponent if a statement is destroyed, effective during that, and that's it. Alright, we're good. Let's go trial. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
The first murder case.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
Pick me and you all die.
then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
I don't like
And the
that.
killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Taka, what's your logic on this?
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
See, Owada gets it.
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
Sure.
What's going on with those pictures?
Yeah.
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Aww. That's deep, Monokuma. Thanks.
Friendship penetrates?
Fumi, get your mind out of the gutter.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat?
That's Monokuma's.
There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Is there another student here?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started.
Alright.
First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
Let's go. Let's begin the debate to decide who we think the killer is. As we're ready to speak about everything. Because this isn't just about me, everyone's lives are on the line. Non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely, please! Lots of debates. Character will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradict. Oh god. Whoo! We're going speed round here, boys. We don't get to press people on stuff. We don't get to pause and look at the menu. We just have to go straight into the objections. It means you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found in your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim and then fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statement and use truth bullets to blast their enemies. Note that if you run out of time, you'll automatically fail. Whoo! This is a race against the clock. If you press the escape key, you can review the controls. Good luck and have fun. Alright, what do we got? Start spinning. What do we got? We've got evidence of a struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
I approve.
Yeah, we know that part already.
True.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
Correct.
In the bathroom.
Yes.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
That's a lie.
No, that's wrong!
Get wrecked, Small.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember
Ooh,
how
I got
my
one.
room looked.
I'm so sorry it had to be small. Alright, so this might not be as hard because they gave us the stuff.
With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
Yes. They destroyed my walls and my bed.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
Of course she wasn't.
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need
Small
explaining.
didn't even look at the scene.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
It was a knife.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
I had to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. I'm gonna say it's the knife plunged in her abdomen. That's just me. What do we got? Kitchen knife set. That's what we got.
So what was used to kill her?
Kitchen.
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach.
Yes.
Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon!
Yes.
So the killer used some random knife they had?
Wrong.
No,
Not a random
that's
knife.
wrong!
Take that, Iwata.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Yeah.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Yeah.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
That's right, Beefcake.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
Yeah.
And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Yeah, it's just covered in blood and jabbed in a young teenage idol's stomach.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Why are you trying to pin it on me so much, Kuwata? Are you hiding something? Think we might have some evidence to show that it could possibly be you?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
I agree.
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
Let's go,
You really
Kyoko.
believe that?
Yeah. I'm not the killer. Yes, please. You concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes focus gauge. If this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. Alright, so don't spam it. Let your brain take a rest, no need to rush. Well then, good luck, have fun. Alright. Round 3, let's go. What do we got? What's our ammo this time? Awie's account? Okay, that was... I didn't go into the kitchen while she was in there.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon.
Yes.
But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right?
Huh?
He
No.
did it in secret. Nope.
That's a lie.
No, that's wrong.
Thank you, Hina. I'm using this evidence.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead
How did you know?
and say it all you want.
Because it's true.
Well, what if I have a witness?
Yee.
What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
I took some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. When I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. You're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining room? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
Yes, that's why she's my new
You don't
top
think
girl.
so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl?
How dare you say that about Hina?
Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Yeah. Tell him up, Hina.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall
That's
answer.
a good question, Byakuya.
Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So, in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
Yes! Thank you, Bear!
Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife.
So it wasn't me.
So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Leon!
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
Oh my gosh!
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
Yeah!
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
Me.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
Whoa!
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over.
Oh my god!
Which means we have airtight alibis. You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
Nope.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room.
Nice logic there, Small.
So, I don't think that's a problem.
Yeah, boy.
It is a problem. A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome.
Taka, no!
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Taka, you
But if
idiot!
it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
And you didn't say anything up until now? Are you kidding?
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Byakuya, you're on point.
Well, because they're not here anymore. Sayaka. She's the one who came
What?
to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Are you kidding me? Why would she go to the dining? She stole the knife?
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
Why would she take the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen.
Why would she take the knife?
As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
Then the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
But why?
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
Damn it! Why'd she have to take the knife?
What?
See? He did do it after all!
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
It wasn't me!
You possess
I'm just
a most
extremely
terrifying
lucky.
talent.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto
Yeah.
is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery,
Oh yeah,
you
someone
simply
cleaned my
can't
room.
declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking
I
about?
don't know what the word means, Mondo. Let me spell it out for you. It's confusing.
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there.
Hair.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Are you talking to Makoto or are you breaking the fourth wall? What's a hangman's gambit? And further, in the class trial, the hangman's gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Oh no! Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the mouse to aim, then press the left. Okay. If you shoot the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. This gauge is 0, you're on a time, you fail. Well, good luck at it. Alright. It sounds like hair. God, this is terrifying. Give me that H. Where's an A? A! It's hair.
Now I understand.
They give you 6 minutes for that?
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yeah, small.
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
Yeah.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha! Yes, very true, very true.
Huh?
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Yeah.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Small, you thought I was the culprit? I'm heartbroken.
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
Taka, you gotta trust me here. You're standing between two dead girls.
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Yes. The doorknob.
I got it!
They broke my
Evidence
door.
that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
Hiro, just stop talking. You don't know anything.
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Yeah. Ah, yes, I'd love to learn more. Number of weak spots will start going up. Ah, crap. Alright, how many weak spots? There's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. Trying to say is not all weak spots are false. Use the truth but all in the wrong one, and it will fail to refute. They said, which also lower your trust with everyone, your influence game will take damage, and the partner is going to fail. You have to rely on your own logic to determine where the lies and contradictions are. Well, good luck having fun. Spin to win! Alright, what am I shooting with this time? Shooting it with the door frame.
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
Correct!
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Yes, that's true.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Correct.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
Yes.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
Nope, not Leon. Wrong one.
Shoot!
Alright, it wasn't Leon. Okay, I've got 4 hearts left, we're good.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Oh, my stars are the things that...
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
Yes!
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
You dirty
No,
scrub.
that's wrong.
Leon, you filthy casual. She can't lock a door.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be.
Yeah, the
But
bear's
you
on my
know,
side.
you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right?
Yeah.
But to have such a cruddy door...
That actually proved lucky.
That's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck.
Correct.
But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
Because it wouldn't open.
Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
Someone swapped the
The
signs.
killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
I got it!
Didn't know it was my room.
The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was?
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. The killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Yes.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
And my toolkit is unopened.
That is a definite possibility.
Thank you, Byakuya.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Yes.
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
I've been telling you this the whole time.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
What?
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well then, why don't we just vote right now?
No.
Majority rules.
Majority rules? Do you really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Bro, you're like 21. You should take more responsibility in a room full of teenagers.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
What's missing?
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
What's up, Peanut?
Oh, you
don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Yeah, what Taka said.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Crap. She brought up a good point. How did they get in? They couldn't have used my door key, so I guess switching rooms is going to be my evidence here? Traded room keys.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Does.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way.
How's that?
They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
Well, I don't really have anything to disprove that.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because... Oh, shoot. It's gotta be... switching rooms?
I got it!
Oh.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember?
This is
That's why she
intense.
asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Absolutely won't open it.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
My secretary would never lie to me, Kyoko.
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Hold on. Let me look at this log again. Something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates, make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay? Oh my god! I can't... This is it! This is what we've been missing! Reason! A motive! Why someone would randomly pick her to die? She called them there!
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil.
Oh my god.
And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
Nice! Good
And
job.
you're right, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap!
I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
Hina, what? What types of crimes are you trying to do?
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique. But even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
Oh my
Of
god.
course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
but why? Why would she write that?
She was gonna kill
The
somebody!
note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone.
Hold on. Do I have the truth bullet over video in here? No, her video's not in my truth.
She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
Oh my god!
We got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation. What young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Yeah, I don't think you did it
But
anyways.
can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
You don't think someone who got a note saying to come to the room where she died is involved?
Huh? What makes you say that?
I agree, Small.
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Only so I can shoot you down.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Spin to win. What do we got? What am I arguing with? Dorm nameplates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Correct.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No, that's wrong.
They switched the things! You dirty gambler!
The nameplates on my and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
Did no one look at the crime scene at all? Are you
That's
kidding me?
right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves.
Am I the only one who explored all possible options of this case? This is a joke?
As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name.
Does no one else have the map?
And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Yes, thank you for understanding, Small.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem.
Exactly.
And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Of course not.
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
I got it!
It's
Me and
gotta be
Sayaka were the
Sayaka.
only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms.
Why is she trying to kill someone?
So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
See me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room. Oh, so even if they did use the map, they would be confused.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been
No,
switched.
no, Sayaka, why did you try to murder
Why
someone?
would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
She was trying to get me framed!
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms.
No!
Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her.
No!
We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
Well, that much is clear.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
Yes, Hina.
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene.
That's the part I don't understand.
Was that perhaps used during the fight?
The replica sword and the sheath. I don't understand those two.
Oh,
Everything
yeah.
else I get.
What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
There's gold plating on it! No!
Shoot!
Alright, alright. I think it's the wrist.
I got it!
Alright, and I got half a heart
All you
back.
have
We're
to
good.
do is take a good look at her broken wrist.
That was my mistake.
And it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Yes.
Is that gold?
Yes, it is small.
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword.
Yeah, what I said.
You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
Oh my gosh! What a genius!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
I should have said that.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room and what led to Sayaka's death? That was what we need to make clear. It's gotta be a... Oh, sure. What's more? Are you getting used to the nonsense? Yeah, kinda. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your cylinder. No, I like one at a time. Only one of those bullets can actually be used to refute the proper statement. From here on out, you'll have to combine... God damn it. I knew it wouldn't be easy forever. Alright, I can press Q to rotate the cylinder. Press and release the Q key to cycle, or you can use the mouse wheel. By the way, if the difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded. I think we chose gentle. For our purposes this time, logic difficulty will be set to mean. No! Why? Alright, what do I have to work with? The sword, the knife, and the sheath. Alright.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt.
No.
A sword-based sneak attack!
Shoot! Maybe it would have been the sheath. Hold on, can I save during the middle of trials? I can't save in the middle now!
Shoot!
My heart gauge!
When the fighting broke out,
Let's see what everyone has to say.
the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack!
Okay. I've got 9 minutes.
That's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
Okay.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
Okay.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
No. Person with the sword really did attack first. There's no explanation for how... Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
When the fighting broke out,
That makes sense.
the culprit grabbed the sword,
So I just had the wrong
and
thing.
that's when the first blow was dealt.
Yes.
A sword-based sneak attack!
Got him.
No, that's wrong.
Get countered, kid. Oldest
Actually,
person.
no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Huh? Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched.
Yeah.
See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
Alright, let's make this simple so Wada can understand.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath.
Yeah.
If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
Correct.
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse.
Yeah.
In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
Oh, Sayaka, why?
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere.
No, you're on the
Then
wrong.
they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword...
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Leon, can you come up with a valid argument, please?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Oh, God. What part of her body? Is it the wrist again? Yeah, her hands are clean.
I got it!
Back to
You're
four
talking
hearts.
about her palms, right?
Knees weak, palm spaghetti.
The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
No! The water
Sorry.
shut off.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Yes. I think your argument is incorrect because you're ugly.
No, that's not it at all. I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m.
Why are all these kids so
In
dumb?
other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
What? Are you kidding? Oh my god.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
There's something wrong with you, Hifumi.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Sayaka!
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Oh, not like I totally knew it!
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
Oh my god, my secretary tried to kill a man, Desu. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
Uh-oh. Nani?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
I never took her for the warrior type.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility.
Oh my god!
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
Oh no!
That would also explain why she would switch the name. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room, where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out, while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Oh my god. How much did she...
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Oh my god!
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Yeah!
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery.
Hold space!
If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
There's no clues left. Except this.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Wrong!
No, that's wrong.
Leon, you filthy scrub.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Kyoko, can you not just flip the dang thing upside down?
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
I got it!
She's got a blood
Her
mark on her
left
finger.
index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Correct. Thanks for backing me up, Taka.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean?
Hina, come on.
11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
You guys need to turn your thinking around. That's a classic...
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Finally, someone acknowledges that.
What?
No, it's just look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa! It's not like I figured that out the first time I saw it.
Whoa! You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Don't be so rude to Small.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
What gray cells are you talking
But
about?
even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Flip it upside down.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Oh my gosh.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, who's named?
I wonder who did it.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees.
Yeah, not like I solved that the first time I saw it, Makoto.
If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N.
Whoa! Who would have guessed?
L-E-O-N, or more accurately, Leon.
Leon! Oh my gosh!
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
Wow, what an odd coincidence. It's almost like it was put there on purpose.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me.
You sound like a stretch.
I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
His shirt? Thing I found on the ground in front of the incinerator. Scroll faster.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
That!
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them.
Oh god.
And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
Bro, your hair's getting spiky and it's scaring me because it's not normally spiky.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah.
Where was this?
Shoot!
Shoot, that was the wrong one! Okay, so it's not where, it's either when or how. How?
I got it!
Of course. It's always
If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
The key to the trash room.
Yes?
Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
Okay.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was
Leon!
person in charge of the trash?
No.
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to do...
No, you don't.
No, that's wrong.
You like balls too much for that, Leon. Baseballs.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
Throw it!
Got it!
Like a
The
baseball!
killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before?
Someone turned the incinerator on! Strange, the incinerator was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate.
Dun dun dun!
Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Yeah!
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small.
It's almost like you'd have to be an ultimate baseball player in order to hit it with the ball.
Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Shut up, baseball star.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is... I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Kill him!
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
Right back at you, you dirty scrub. Sparky, you missed practically the whole trial. We already got
A
Leon.
target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer.
Yeah, you're the killer. Oh,
These
good.
goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
This is making me This is helping your case a lot, Leon.
You still won't admit it? Okay then, Makoto. Go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear.
Alright. At this point, I've got no clue what's gonna happen. Because in the abridged series, the note was very different. And stuff.
And with that, we can end this.
Alright.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Toolbox? Oh yeah, we
Say
can check
what
his
you want,
toolbox. I
Leon.
forgot we haven't used
But
that
all
yet.
the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed.
Oh.
Now here's what happened.
What happened? I would love to hear more. Closing arguments. This phase you'll be given a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events in the form of a comic book. Alright. Comic, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at the missing selections and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. Let's see. They begin with killer attitude. No, it had to be this one. Right? This one. How do I do it? Is that it? thing, blocked the knife attack, hit her wrist, and she dropped the knife. Okay. She ran away, she hid, and where's the part where he tried to get her revolver? Where's the part with the sword gun? He's got the knife. And then that's away with the blood. Three. Wall, throws it. Then he takes his shirt, throws it. Then he walks away, leaving the bit of shirt. So the only question that I have is this one. Where's the bathroom door? Well, this is.
Here's exactly what happened.
Right.
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
Okay. Comic book style.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them.
Okay.
She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
Right. They block it. Okay.
But then
So
something
far, so
happened
good.
that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
She seemed so nice at first, then she tried to kill a man. Uh-oh. Shoot. Okay. Alright, so it's not that one, so it's gotta be this one.
Here's exactly what happened.
Let's fast forward.
During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Alright, here we go.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife.
Of course. Act 2.
Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open.
Right.
What they didn't
I know,
know
she
was
tried
that
to
my
put it on
bathroom
me.
door got stuck easily. Sayaka
betrayed
knew
me
about
so
that
hard.
because I told her. But of course, the killer had no way of knowing.
Oh, I'm so sad.
So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife,
And ended the job.
and stabbed Sayaka.
I still liked her though. She didn't deserve to die first. Maybe second.
But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone.
I know. And I hate her for that. I understand her reason too. They showed
With
us.
Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood.
Strip. In the abridged version, she's super annoying.
Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there.
Okay.
Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hero's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch.
What excellent
For any
precision.
normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star.
AKA Leon.
The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator.
It also turned into a frisbee midair,
which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed.
That part of their shirt didn't burn.
Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator.
He's a dirty
The
scrub.
killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Ba-boom!
Isn't that right, Leon?
Did I win?
It would appear that Hero simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt. And that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball? You thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object!
What sort of evidence do you have, Leon? Yeah, I'm surprised no one figured it out until like midway through the trial.
I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit, and I refuse to acknowledge
Alright, how
it.
about we send someone up to go check your toolkit?
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Hold on, let me look through my evidence. File, no. Struggle, no. Sword, no. Sheath, no. Switching group, no. Toolkit, most likely. Nope. 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 No. Already used that. Leon's a dirty piece of trash. Alright. I have the evidence. Bullet time battle? Oh boy. Oh no, I gotta play Punch Out with Leon. Uh-oh. He's got more stars and hearts than me. BTB, BTW, alright. You're gonna destroy your opponent's statement in time with the rhythm. Okay. Match your button presses with a tempo marker as they move across the screen with each other. Alright. So it's a rhythm game? Press the right button to lock onto an opponent's statement. Okay. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the left mouse button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull this off, you'll be the one in pain. Oh boy. This can technically start a combo, keep this going, and initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get a tempo down situation. The tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. Watch out for that. What buttons do I have to press? Oh no! I'm scared. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. Left click? I only have to left click. I don't have to press WASD. Shoot them with the truth bullet. Okay. Read their statements fast enough and you'll come out victorious. Just look for if your influence gauge is 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Aether, I need help! Alright, right click the statements and left click the
When
tempo.
the killer removed the screws from the doorknob,
Bye,
they didn't
Aether.
use anything from your room to do it.
Okay.
Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Dirty scrub, is that all you have to say?
Stupid, 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 stupid.
Alright. Let's go. It's high noon.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me! Stupid!
I don't understand this game!
Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance!
I understand it now!
Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof?
I understand this now!
Not a chance! You lie!
I got it!
Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
Oh, I got it! I figured it out! Oh god, that was terrifying when I wasn't knowing what I was doing.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed.
Oh man, I have not played a rhythm game in so long. I just have to get into the groove and understand when you're supposed to right click. I know, but I thought I had to like move my mouse cursor and right click on them, so I was completely lost. That was a rush. Let's do that again.
I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I like that.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
Yeah, boy.
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
I'm feeling pumped. Let's do another one of those. Who wants
The
to go next?
toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Of course, sewing needles couldn't get them.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
That's right, Small.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
What do you have against Stew Pickles? What's wrong with your face?
So, you have no rebuttal?
He never had a rebuttal.
Then it would seem we are finished here.
I think everyone went into this thinking it was me. Alright, I'll take an A. I got an A in everything except round 10 when I got a B because I didn't know what I was doing. Ooh! 76 medals! I'm rich! What's a mistrial? I got an achievement.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right?
Of course.
Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one?
What happens if I vote for
What's
the
it
wrong
gonna be? What's it gonna be?
B? Leon! Guilty! Look at all those coins. Give me the money. It's like you got it right on the money.
Yahoo!
Yes! We got it, guys! Get wrecked, Leon.
Hey, hold on.
What do you mean, hold on? Leon. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But...
I don't believe
You son of a bitch!
I didn't have a choice.
you could have ran.
So, that's why...
Why couldn't you just lock... She would have locked herself in the bathroom. You could have gone back to your place. Oh my god.
None of you are any different!
Ow!
I was just... unlucky. That's all.
You were stupid!
Hey! Come on!
Yes! Better off if we'd been wrong. Because what we came up with really is the truth, and that truth is Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. The mastermind. It's all because of the video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. Is her. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. One thing that's more important than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them, and Sayaka did whatever it took to reach that day. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant. What did she do? That's why Sayaka, for the friends who meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was I've been had! Oh no! Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I'll never know, because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Find the world's greatest spirit medium and have them bring her back!
Phew!
Utter despair. No, don't punch the bear.
Enough.
Thank you, Kyoko, for stopping me.
Calm down.
Make our enemies pay for what they've done. You need to let it go now. God, that's a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment you did. Ha! I get it, because bear.
Yes, indeed.
To reveal the identity during the class. Punishment! Yay.
Punishment? You mean execution?
Yes, execution.
Wait a second!
No, you didn't. Once you broke her wrist and she locked herself in the bathroom, well, didn't actually lock. You could have just gone home.
Yeah, that's it.
Is that
Murder
okay?
is still murder. When you forced your way in the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own tool?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing.
So...
I've had enough of this.
Oh,
Are you sure? You're closer to her than anyone. You're not. Yeah, blame the bear! Swap?
Unbelievable.
Did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, that's what I'm telling you. Who perpetrate war all over. Shut up. More important.
Thrills, chills, kills!
The punishment!
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
I'm sure Mizuno said the same thing.
Hey, come on now!
You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop! Please!
No.
Now
Send him
then,
to death.
I prepared a very special punishment!
Ooh. What is it?
No!
Are you gonna beat him with a bat?
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Yay!
No!
Stop crying. Ooh, 3D animation. Ooh. Time for the punishment. Hello, Leon. They changed the art style. Everyone's looking at you with sadness. Oh! They got his neck. Where's he going? They're dragging him to his doom. Oh! They got him tied to a post. Is that a baseball pitching machine? Oh, this is extremely ironic. The 1,000 blows. Woo! Look at all those balls. Spin, baby, spin. Looks like he's dead. Look at all those balls. Why are they just watching? Why did they just stand there and watch it all? Oh my gosh, it's a pink baseball. How'd they get inside? Why did they get that close? Why would they watch that? True face of despair, yes. We can't call that. Call it that, what else would we call it?
Extreme!
Despair's into some wacky stuff. Don't do murder!
I can't take it.
Small!
Well?
If you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties from the outside world and accept living here forever. That's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
What the heck?
You make it sound like I'm kind of dark, awful, secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Dark,
Well,
upstanding young citizen. Yeah, we know what you're into, Hifumi.
Hey,
It's like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. True.
Shit.
Yeah, no, you remember what happened last time you tried beating him up, Awada. There's more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? Can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're trapped, aren't you? Boy, is it wonderful how we got to live here forever.
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say? I think there's some deeper meaning. Just like
thrills, chills, kills!
that's what everyone is for.
Hey,
Say everyone. Who exactly are you for? Sorry, I've said everything I got to say. Yeah. Alright. Bye, Bear. Well, we won. Scared of being alone. Taka! Owada! Small!
just a second.
Yes, you can talk to me.
Makoto.
What's up? She went a bang.
Listen.
With Clastro, sorry you had to figure out the mistress's case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? That never crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. Even till the very end, she wasn't sure about her decision, that's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure. We can't ask her.
However...
If you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. She didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person that killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone, or or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon. Leon and I weren't exactly friends. And keep moving forward.
Correct.
But someone like you, then others would never be able to break free from such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. She's pretty close. I still like Hina. Hina's pretty good too. And Small. Small is to be protected. I have high expectations. She's smiling!
Hey.
She's never done that before. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well. I'm psychic. Oh! She gave me her psychic powers!
What?
Oh no! I've stolen her lines! Is this the clear screen? The end! Well, and then there were 12.